Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I have a special video for you guys. This video was sponsored by this company here, which is called Vayepro. I'm adjusting the camera here just to get it at a little better angle. So they seem to be a new company that's starting out at Amazon, and they're starting to sell these products, like a lot of cooking products. They have, I looked at their site, they seem to be selling some electronic stoves, some frying pans and things like that. So if you guys are interested, I'll leave a link to their store, but I'm going to be reviewing their products, see if it's worthwhile, and I'm going to be giving you guys an honest review. This video is sponsored by them, but I have the rights to provide the honest opinion on what I think about this device. So what it is, it's a mixer. And I'm going to show you guys what you get in the mixer. This is the box that it came in. It was very well packaged, and it came in a larger box, which was very secure, and it was very well protected. So this device, what you get here, you get basically 3 blades. The blades, they look like this, and when you first get them, they are protected in a plastic piece like this. Now, my suggestion is to be very careful when you handle these blades, because the blade here is exposed at the very tip here, and when I was assembling this, it is a little tricky to get this down this slide here. So you're going to have to slide down the blades only 2 of them. So the bottom one was fixed. It was already here. It may be able to be removed. I'm not quite sure, but it is fixed here. So you're going to have to slide it down. This rod here is channeled, and then they will just go on kind of like this, and then you just kind of find a way to get it down. Now, like I said, these blades are very sharp. I only touched it very gently, and I cut myself, and to prove it, I have blood on the instruction manual still there. Now, what else you get with it, I only have it assembled like this to just kind of demonstrate that this is the way that was packaged, and then you, in order to free the blades, all you have to do is just slide it out just like that. So it is very simple to get it all put together, and what else you get is you get this tub here. I'm not quite sure what is the volume capacity of the tub, but it is quite large, and I don't think there is a dimension on the actual tub itself. Probably it's on the website that they are. Oh, it's actually saying here that it is a 6-liter tub. So it's capable of holding 6 liters. Everything on this thing, it is in the metric system. So kind of guess that 6 liters would be about 5-6 quarts of material that you can put in here. So you get this stainless steel tub, and then also you get the lid that goes on top of the tub. Just like this. It's a very simple plastic lid. I rinsed everything out, so that's why you may see a little bit of water on the device. I haven't used it, so I don't know how well it's going to be, and we're going to see how well it works together. So other than that, you have the motor here. The motor is quite heavy. This is the heaviest piece of the whole device. And on the motor, you have the settings. One is the 1 setting, the other is the 2 setting. It is very simple. You just press it and just let it go. Well, it's actually a hold down system. So you press it and then you hold it down. I'm going to press it, and oh, how come it's not? I guess it has to have its motor connected in order for it to work. So maybe it gets its ground through the device, but we're going to get it going anyways. And that's not no problem there. And so just from the instruction manuals, the instruction manual says that the device is capable of holding a maximum of 1,500 grams of pork or beef. So that's probably about 3 pounds, I guess. Somewhere around there, with an operation time of 30 seconds, and each interval of using time is about 2 minutes. So I guess if you really wanted to, you could store your stuff in here after you finish chopping it. Another thing that comes with the device that I forgot to mention is the spatula here. Now the spatula, it is very flimsy. This spatula is no better than what you get at a fast food restaurant as a plastic knife. So I have provided my own spatula so then I can scrape my stuff out. So that's something that it's not a big deal, to be honest. Now, other than that, the instruction manual is pretty straightforward. Nothing really odd about this device. It does have some recommendations on the operational time of the things that are here. So it does only recommend that you use it for very short seconds of burst. So for beef and pork, you have 30 seconds. For almonds, you have 15 seconds. For carrots, you have also 15 seconds. And within the 15 seconds, it claims that it will cut it in 2 centimeter blocks. So we're going to find out soon enough. So I'm going to assemble it real quick. It is very simple. So I'm going to move the camera so you can kind of see what's going on in there. So that's what it looks like inside. You see the rod in there, the peg. And all you have to do is basically get this thing, and then you're going to plug in that to there. And it wobbles a little. I thought at first that's a little bit strange, but once you have it all assembled, everything kind of fits together. Now, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to try to put some garlic in here. It's very small, so... And I'm not going to assemble the third blade because I'm only going to put garlic and onions in there and see how it works. So I'm going to throw the garlic in there. And what I'm going to do, well, I'm going to move it a little closer just in case because it is kind of small. Again, be careful with the blades because they're super sharp. And I'm going to put this lid on top. And we're going to see if it really works or not. So we're going to move this a little closer, get this thing fixed so you can see what's going on inside. And we're going to put the motor on top, and the motor just plugs right up. Make sure that it locks in place. Once you have everything locked, everything becomes pretty secure. Make sure that the lid is on its place so the lid fits into the plastic sockets here. And we're going to try and let it go. So that's that there. So it looks pretty good. I don't know how many seconds I just ran it, but as you can see there, the garlic is all minced up. So it is very good. So now I have a whole onion here. This whole onion, I actually got it from work. And it actually has a nice smell to it, garlic smell to it. So this onion, somebody at my workplace, they planted a whole bunch of onions. And so I'm just going to throw it in there. I'm not going to even bother cutting it or anything. Just see what happens. Again, make sure that your lid is fully seated. This is actually quite fun. So I'm going to plug it in there. And I'm going to try the 2 setting again and see what happens. And hopefully you can see what's going on in there. Try to move it so that way you can see what's going on. Just kind of curious what would happen if I put it to the high setting. This device is actually not very loud. I'm not sure how it's coming out through the camera, but it is not very loud at all. So it looks very well, finely chopped. That did not take very long at all. This is a very, very good device. I mean, the blade itself is barely any kind of mess on it. Very simple, very clean. I'm actually quite impressed. I've never owned anything like this before. I'm not a very good cook, so I never ever thought I would get something like this. Now there are some chunks in here. Maybe if I ran it a little bit longer. Also, this is a small onion because I made it a little smaller. I took off a couple layers because I didn't want to use too much. Now you can see it's finely grated here. By the looks of it, to be honest, you can probably use this to make other things like your own cauliflower rice or something like that. It is finely chopped, so you can make your own fresh stuff. So that way you don't have to bother, buying stuff from like some supermarket, and then you have all those preservatives and all those unnecessary salts inside of your food products. Now, with that being said, I don't have anything else to chop up, but this thing, I really would recommend it. It doesn't give me any issues. Like I said, the only issue that I would say is that the only thing that I have concerns, I should say, is that the rod here is made out of plastic, but it didn't seem like it had any issues when I was chopping anything up. So, but then again, it is an onion, so it is kind of soft. The only other issue is that the blade, I said again, it isn't fully protected. So when you're handling it, when you first initially set it up, it could be a little hazardous. But other than that, I mean, you guys can see for yourself, it is really good. A very simple device. Very currently, I believe on their website they have it with a 15% coupon. The device itself was $100, so you probably get it for about $85 or so, something like that, which is a fair price compared to something like the Ninja device or those kind of more higher end brands. If you just want something, you're just kind of like a basic person, want to get something chopped. Looks like also they will be developing a smaller version of this, which would be very nice because if you have a small family or if you're just living by yourself, a smaller device like this will make things a lot easier. Also, if you're just putting in one onion just like this, you can see that you would be able to probably chop it up even finer because the volume will be smaller. So again, this is the Vayepro mixer. If you guys have any questions, comments, leave them down below. I'm going to provide a link for you guys where you guys can check out their website, check out their other devices if anything else catches your eye. I'm going to be using these onions and my garlic for cooking. I already have my meal idea prep, so this is what I'm going to be using. And cleanup is going to be very easy if you guys have any questions about that, because it's stainless steel. You could easily just use water, soap, kind of wipe it down. I mean, it was very easy when I cleaned it the first round, so don't be scared about cleaning. And as you can see, it's very easy. The blades are not dirty or anything like that. So again, questions, comments, leave them down below. Like, share, subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks.